But yeah, we think we'll organise the Matlock one. I think that's cool because it's just a dead nice place, isn't it? So we'll do that definitely.
Yeah.
It's a bit closer than Chester, no, for us.
Yeah.
A little bit further for me. Joe, did you
What's funny about that?
It was just the way he said it. I don't know.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Funnyfarm Pod. And today, as always, you got me, Charlie. We have Joe. I say this every week. I hope he's in the middle. And we have Chris as well.
Oh, yeah.
And just before we get going, guys, it's our anniversary today. Have you all forgotten?
No.
It's an anniversary.
Is it?
I can't believe you've forgotten. You pair of bastards.
What anniversary is it?
Our 10th episode. Double figures.
Oh, I knew it was our 10th episode. Yeah. That's not a fucking anniversary.
No, I was going to
It's
say.
an anniversary.
We could have done 10 in one fucking day. That wouldn't be an anniversary, Charlie.
We don't do that, do we?
You're too sentimentally attached. I mean, the 18th was the date we launched.
Oh, we do. This is the sixth one we've done on the same day.
It's a big progression. Anniversary sounds better than big progression, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let's just wish Charlie a happy anniversary though, because it was his actual wedding anniversary yesterday. Happy anniversary, mate. How long is it? Is it 12 years?
12 years, yeah, 12 years, mate.
12 years, mate. Just think of all the plethora of crimes that you'd be out for now if you know what I mean. I think manslaughter you'd be out if you'd just fucking run her over with your car, mate. And you know,
it's fair play. It's been a great 12 years. Honestly, crazy 12 years.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wouldn't have met Anne Marie, I must have met 17 years ago. I mean, I probably would have been brown bread, the partying and all the shit I was into, you know what I mean? So, yeah, she's really sort of like...
She's lovely. She is a lovely lady. I've only met her the once, but she's a very nice lady. And yeah, but I mean, I was doing a bit of clipping up, and this clip's not done anything whatsoever. I'll keep changing the wording on it, but it's the one where you go, I have to wear fucking glasses to drive because I'm fucking blind, and this cunt shouts at me, "Are you fucking blind?" So I was going down that line that if you had have wanted to not be in that situation of marriage at the time, you could have run her over and easily got away with it. But yeah, I don't know. I put the title of it on YouTube as "Blind Road Rage" or "Blind Man Has Road Rage" or whatever, and it just hasn't done anything. So I've just changed it to "Road Rage is Alive and Well," and let's see what happens with that. It is mad. It is mad how it works on there with the titles and stuff. Anyway, sorry, Charlie. You.
No. So how was your week's been? How was your week been? Spoken.
Sorry.
We did a Patreon special on Friday, so I sort of like know how they've gone. Joe's just been telling me about his gig last night, which is I don't have to say it's funny or what. Go on, Joe.
So yeah, what happened was we got to the gig. And me and Ellen were late anyway going, because we had to nip to the shop because half my leads were down there.
Quick shag before you left, really.
Nah, there wasn't that. And then, so then we got down to the actual venue itself, and I set up, and it took a while to set up, and I thought to myself, this is taking longer than usual, but it didn't matter. Anyway, sorted all that, turned it all on. Next week, we just heard this through the speakers.
What was the noise? I just saw you going.
Oh,
no noise came out. Oh, like a buzzing sound.
I've heard that noise before.
Like, yeah, when
it was a lot lower.
Specifically, when you've not been getting much sex, you hear that low coming from the bedroom.
And
having a bit of lady time.
So anyway, yeah, and then I'm trying to figure that out. I couldn't figure it out, and then I put the main slider up to get us on. 1, 2, nothing coming out. So here we go. So I'm messing about with it a bit. And then eventually I rang my dad because hang on, the cat's pushing my camera about. I rang my dad and yeah, he's here. If everybody
Fuck off,
wants to see.
Solomon. I've got my see if they like each other. Can you see the pussy? Where's
I've
the
got
pussy?
I've got my
Pussy. Pussy. You like pussy? Pussy.
I forgot where I was now. Where
You've
was I? Yeah,
you've
so
1 2
You
1
rang your
2 and
dad.
it's not
Rang your
worked. Rang your dad. The little
rang my
thing
dad.
that always
Yeah,
makes you laugh.
yeah,
Rang him.
yeah. Well, then thankfully, Dad decided to meet me to give me his power amp. Gets to the gig, set it all up again. Still, no sound coming out.
Did it make the
I was
same
like,
noise? Though? Did it make the
"You
same?
what?
Did it make the same noise?
No, there was just nothing." So I'm not going to bore everybody with the ins and outs of how PA systems work, but in the end, it worked. We worked out it was the mixer that wasn't working. So Steve is a guy who comes to our gigs. He's a very, very, very good sound engineer, but he's also in an awesome act called Dirty Ruby, and he were there, and he's having a look, and then he goes, "It might be a desk, Joe. I tell you what, I'll nip home and I'll get our desk." So Steve comes back with a desk that I'm not lying to you. It was just gigantic. It was humongous, right? And I said, "Well, there's only me, Lee, and my guitar that we need to plug in." So we had that, and we got going, and we were eventually on stage about 3 hours later than we should have been on.
Really?
Um, Yeah, and then the fire alarms started going off at the end because somebody had vaped in the toilet or something.
You know how they used to be like the Carry On films and the fucking. We could do something on Joe's life. I'm fucking sure we could.
But you know that ain't the worst bit about any of this. The worst bit about it was when I went to pull up because it was at Hino. It's called the Market Cask. I'm actually doing putting a stand-up show on there at the end of the month. Well, that's if my PA works.
You'll be all
And
right. We just shat.
yeah, I guess. Well, I pulled up, and normally because I used to go to college at Ena,
Is it
and
near what used to be the Market Inn then on the actual marketplace?
no, it's across the where's Market? Yeah, Market Inn's now Prussia, isn't it? So it's
Yeah.
across the road from that. So
Ah, okay.
it's. But the thing is, you've got that strip down it, and you? So it's near them. It's in between all them row of shops. It's next to that Crest of the Wave fish and chip shop
Yeah.
that sells everything.
Yeah.
It's hysterical. It's a bit like what Charlie described with the ones around you.
It's in Liverpool. Did you sell everything? That's what's a big
Yeah.
chippy.
Well, to us, it's not normal. So you go in there and you're like, what?
So I don't want to. I agree. Like what Charlie just said. That's how a chippy should be. I don't agree. I don't
No, I
agree with that at all. But I'm not. I am not. I'm going to caveat this. I'm not being racist in any way, shape, or form here, right? But you cannot and you will never beat a traditional English chippy back in the day when all they did was pies, chips, fish, and sausage and stuff like that.
yeah,
When they brought in kebabs and burgers and a lot of them now they're more like takeaways and chippies, aren't they? But when you find like there's one in Matlock in Cromford that's a traditional old. It only opens like a couple of days a week, and it's a proper English fish and chippy. You can get fish, you can get pies, battered sausages and stuff like that. But that's it. You can't get a kebab, you can't get Chinese, you can't get fuck all else. That's
no,
when you know you're getting good chips, in my opinion.
yeah,
Is that
same here.
your chip gauge? Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like Chinese chips for a start. So if your Chinese chippies in Liverpool start fucking giving those oven chips that Chinese takeaways give you, fuck off. They need to be
Yeah,
proper
Oven,
chop. chopped up fucking potatoes in a fucking fryer. Job done. If ideally in fucking beef lard and all.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of them can't do that now, can they? Because obviously
You've got a lot of fucking
there's
idiots who don't eat
there's
meat.
a lot of veggies and vegans out there, so
Yeah.
that's why they don't do it.
There's
Which,
cod scallops,
uh,
do you know? Now and then for a treat, there's a cod
yeah,
scallops in Bramcote, and they cook everything in beef fat. And my missus is a vegetarian, and she has like the halloumi wrap thing from there, which is cooked in beef fat, and she's like, I love it. She's like, it just tastes a lot nicer. Yeah, she's.
Yeah, well, that's obviously not one of the better chip shops in your game, though, is it? Because it's doing halloumi. So it's obviously got fucking frozen fucking oven chips in there, hasn't it? According to your logic.
No,
I mean, well, I don't know any chicken
Well, you
that
no,
said
does
a minute
halloumi.
ago.
no, no.
Rewind. Come on, rewind.
No, the fucking halloumi, it's just
It's a
fucking
halloumi.
dropped in the fryer, isn't it?
Greek halloumi. It's not
It
traditional.
doesn't include a wok, does it? Or a fucking kebab skewer that goes round and round and round and round and round, or fucking burgers on a griddle, does it? It includes a fucking fryer and fucking traditional shit that goes in it, mate.
Yeah, but
Alright?
halloumi isn't traditional, is it? That's what we're trying to get
I'm not
at.
even bothered about the fucking halloumi. I don't fucking eat the halloumi. That's just an added extra that they put in there. I don't eat the fucking halloumi. What I'm saying is, cod scallops, if you, Joe, want some fucking chips that are cooked in proper beef fucking thing, just fucking do it, alright?
Yeah, but I like pea fritters. Do they do them there?
Pea fritters. I tell you what they do. They do black pudding fritters.
Do they?
Fucking dead nice. Really nice. Let's just get a load of shit, cover it in a load of other shit that you shouldn't really eat, and chuck it into a vat of fucking frying, into beef fat, and fry it all up. That is probably literally the definition of a heart attack on a plate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Deep fried, battered black pudding.
Well, my mate Matt, he
When
bought
I
a
was
deep
younger
fat.
and I was a lot fitter, I used to have pie in the fat. So I get
Yeah.
him, you know the pie, I get him to throw it in the fat, and then I put it on a cob, on a bun, or whatever you want to call them.
Pie in a. Sorry, rewind me. So you got like a minced beef and onion pie or a steak and kidney pie,
Yeah.
and you
In a cob.
deep fry it and then put it in a cob.
Yeah, no, not with any batter on it. Just throw it in the fat to deep fry it. And then I
Why?
put it in, you call them a cob, with chips and like gravy or curry on the top of the cob.
I bet it's dead nice, but why? Whatever made that? What day? When did you wake up one day and go, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a pucker pie, and I'm going to throw it into fat.
Don't know. It's just one of those things when you're pissed, isn't it?
You said, I've had everything, Dave. Everything. I've had everything on your fucking menu. What can we do today? I tell you what. Minced beef and onion pie, throw it in the fat, stick it in a cob with some chips gravy, and put some chili sauce on it, mate. Put some fucking chili sauce on it.
Do you know what? Like, my mate Matt bought a deep fat fryer a few years ago, and it was only one of them, you know, them like ones that are dead small that you get in your kitchen. And he was so over the moon. I'll never forget. And he was like, "Look, I can do everything in this now." And he was literally doing everything in it. Like, whatever it was going in this fryer. And I was just like, Matt, you know, not everything needs to go in this fryer. And we were putting all sorts in it. We're putting prawns in it. We're putting loads of fish, like seafood in it. We're doing garden peas in it at one point.
It's
And
like
we're just
human
like,
nature, innit? Because it's the same as the fucking air fryer. The other day, right, my daughter, I went in the kitchen and she'd had a pizza the night before, left it in the fridge and she was warming it up. And she comes through and there's no oven on. I'm like, how have you warmed your pizza up? We ain't got a microwave. She's like, I did it in air fryer. I did it in air fryer. Why the fuck would you... What? Warming pizza up in a fucking air fryer?
I know.
I ain't got an air fryer. I must be the only person in England right now.
Have you? I've gone through this phase of cooking Chinese. I do fakeaways for the kids, so I do Chinese. So have you ever seen like prawn crackers before? Have you seen like little discs?
No.
You
chuck them in the fryer, don't you?
Yeah, and they blow up. So I've got a load of them. But what I thought was, I'll try and be healthy, so I threw a load in the air fryer to see if they'd fucking blow up. They don't work. By the way, if anybody's thinking about doing that, they do not work.
But you do now. It's like what Joe's just said about, we're just chucking everything in the fucking deep fat
Yeah.
fryer. Now it is literally like, and I've done it myself. I'm like, I wonder if you can air fry these. And you look on the back, don't you? And it's like, if it doesn't say air fry, but it says oven, you kind of go, you probably can air fry these then.
What is it? Is air frying just the same as an oven but half the
Faster, yeah.
time?
I mean, I put like frozen pies, like pasties and sausage rolls and stuff like that in there. 15 minutes, they're done. Yeah.
I did like some chicken thighs, boneless ones, but I don't think you can cook bone. I don't think you can put bones in there, can you? But
Yeah, I've cooked the whole chicken in one.
oh, have you? I think it
Yeah,
took. I did like 3 little chicken thighs. I mean, I've only got a little air fryer. It's not a big one of the big ones, and it's not a Ninja. It's not like a fucking toe tappy tattle rackle one. It's just a standard thing, and I think it took 15 minutes to cook these thighs all through. They were bang
yeah,
on.
good.
Checked them and
Good,
they
good,
were
good.
bang on. Yeah,
Handy little gadget to have in the kitchen.
so quick.
Anyway, talking about kitchen appliances, Joe, you bastard. Um, with you going on about your washing machine for weeks and weeks and weeks,
Yeah.
I fucking washing machine packed in last night.
We're going to have like people. Well, we're not because hardly anyone ever emails in. But we could have loads of people going hello at funnyfarm.com. Joe, my fucking appliances have broke. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You are, mate. You're a cunt. It's not Joe's fault, Charlie, is it?
He's jinxed it. He's jinxed my fucking washing
He,
machine.
he gets a rough ride, Joe. Does he gets a blame for a lot, doesn't he?
He gets a rough.
Oh,
I don't know what his boyfriend's name is, but anyway.
Charlie, isn't it?
Hey, based on that, I watched the special the other day, which will be out by the time viewers see this on Wednesday. But you were looking at each other lovingly and cuddling each other on a number of occasions. You know that I think Debbie, if you're listening to this one, I think there's definitely a spark there. Wait till you see the Chester special.
I was going to say quickly and briefly before we go on to the washing machine, with the Chester special coming out, where are we going next?
I don't know. This was the thing. It'd be good if people like gave us some lead on it, wouldn't it? Like people who listen to us. I know we've got like slowly building like a bit of a cult fan base. I think where people are rewatching us. It'd be really cool if like they came and said stuff that we want to do. Bear in mind, we're all kind of, well, me and Charlie are definitely middle-aged. Joe's probably just getting into that. So don't like send us fucking parachute gliding or anything that costs a lot of money either. If you want something that costs a lot of money, join the fucking Patreon. Patreon.com/funnyfarm pod. But yeah, it'd be cool if I thought it'd be good. I think Charlie would be in his element if we went to a farm.
I hate farms.
Oh.
We go to a farm. We can go to a farm.
I mean, we've done
What
a city.
farm do you want to go to? We could go to White Post Farm, but
Who?
Is that any good
White
though?
Post.
That sounds
It's
dead.
the thing is that I'm trying to think of like because we can't just rock up to a farmer and say you're right, mate.
No. There's
Let's go to Matlock.
there's
Let's go to
Matlock
Matlock.
there's Matlock Park Farm, which would probably make more sense than White Post because White Post Mansfield way, and Newark, on the way to Newark. So for Charlie, Matlock's going to be easier coming from Chester, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's go to Matlock and we can go and do that chippy for lunch. That
Yeah.
you're going on about.
Or do we have to go to the farm? Can't we just go round that lot?
Just go
We
around
don't have to go to
that.
the farm. No. We're just trying to find some animals though, just to take videos of.
It's the other thing. The other thing is like what we need to do a bit of research on this because is our next special gonna be better if we do something indoor? Because of the weather and everything. Is like if you go to Matlock now, is there going to be anything open? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, me and Aidan, when we did Exploration EM, we went to Matlock filming around there. We couldn't believe how much was open on the actual. That was first week of February. You know,
Oh,
the
right.
actual strip. There was all of that open. The amusements, the big fish tank place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll do that then. We'll go Matlock.
The mining museum was open.
But that'd be
And
interesting.
we always have dinner at the fish pond. Have you ever been there?
I've been there. I've never eaten there, but it's a nice pub. Yeah.
Funny story quickly about that fish pond.
I bet you've gigged
Do you
there, haven't
know
you?
I gigged there years ago, yeah. But that's the pub. Do you know the actual fish pond near the mining museum over the road?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you know it, Charlie?
No, I haven't been to Matlock for years, to be
So,
honest with you.
so over the other side of the road, there's like a massive pond just filled with fish. And I was seeing this girl a few years ago, and
And it smelt just
yeah,
like her.
yeah, no, and she goes, "Oh, look at all these fish in there." And bear in mind, it was like January, and oh yeah, there's loads. Looking into it, next minute she pushed me straight into this pond, right?
Oh, what a legend!
So I'm in the middle of this fish pond, and I was like, "Yeah," and then I went, "Get me out!" And so I put my arm up for her to get me out. Right, all these people were laughing. It was like an in-betweeners moment. Like there was loads of people actually. They were all going like, "Ha!" like that at me in this pond.
I'd have fell in
Next
with you,
minute,
mate.
next minute. So I went to her, I went, "Well, come on, give me a hand." And she's laughing and going, "Ooh," and all this. So when I grabbed her hand, I pulled her in, right? And everybody went, "Oh, you horrible person! How can you do that? How can you?" And I says, "She pushed me in it. Yeah, yeah. Well, two wrongs don't make a right, you know. And she's a woman. You shouldn't be doing that if you're a bloke. She's a woman." And I was just like, "Well, I'm not being funny, but it was hysterical both ways." So
Just a quick point of note out there. You ladies want equality. If you want equality and you push us lads in the fish pond, you're going to get fucking pulled in after us. All right. You want
yeah,
equality. You wanted the vote. You burnt your bras. Job done. All right. You horrible cunt, Joe. You horrible
yeah, that's it.
bastard.
That was the word, but I didn't want to use that on
What was
it.
that?
I say that was the word, but I didn't want to say it on YouTube.
Which word did I use?
The C word.
Cunt.
The
Oh,
C. Yeah, the C-U-N. See you next Tuesday.
it's a good word. I don't understand why people don't like it.
Oh, it is.
I don't know what I do joke about it on stage, and I'll say, "What do people think of the C word?" And it's always a woman who will go, "It's a great word. That's a great word." And I'm not even on about that word, but they'll go like, "It's a great word." But some people just take offence at anything, don't they? It's just mad. Did you see? I mean, Ricky Gervais is one of my favourite comedians of all time, but did anyone
I've
see?
not seen the new one.
I don't. Oh, it's great. I've watched it. Me and Sophie watched it the other day. It's really good. It's a little bit more somber than some of his others, I would say, but it's very funny. But it's won a Golden Globe already. I think it's a Golden Globe. Is it Golden Globes in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't there to accept his Golden Globe. So obviously Ricky's been coming up. He does jokes about trans people and. Basically, he's a bit freedom of speech, but I will say everything that he does is funny. It's good and it's in good humour. It's not really dead offensive. I mean, people will get offended at their own shadow these days, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, the woman who accepted it on his behalf. Because he's a known atheist and he does jokes about trans people. So she accepted it on his behalf and said, on Ricky's behalf, I'd just like to accept this award and thank God and transgender people for putting me up here in this position, which I thought was quite good. And I think Ricky will find that quite funny as well. But yeah. But this censorship thing. Moist is the one that does me. Why do people get so offended by the word moist?
I don't think they get offended. They just like moan, don't they? They just go, "Oh, it's horrible." That. Ooh.
Supposed to do it when you get moist.
It's like the thing with
Surely
Charlie,
when the woman gets moist, right? When they get moist, when they get a bit damp down in the trouser department, surely that's a happy time for them. Surely that's a nice feeling. Right? Something will have led up to that's given them a bit of a turn on. So when when we say moist, and it could just be that Joe pulled his girlfriend into the fish pond, and afterwards she was moist. It's a true fact. She was moist. Joe was moist
She
before
was
her.
soaking wet. She was dripping.
Well, if they're that far, maybe the ladies prefer it. Maybe they don't want to be moist. They want to be gushing. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Anyway,
So I've got
talking about cunts. Have you heard what our country Trump's done now?
Joe just looks every single time we go on about Trump, Joe just looks and goes, I'm never going to be allowed to go to America, am I?
I don't think he'll want to go now, mate. Get out.
I
Well,
do.
he is like, he basically come out and say he's going to take over Greenland.
Didn't we
Yeah,
talk
well.
about this on Friday?
No.
What's he done now?
We briefly spoke about it, but it's got a little bit more now, hasn't it? And that was a Patreon one anyway, so,
Oh,
But
yeah.
now he's basically come out and said, yeah, he's going to take it over. Whether that's by military force or by negotiation, he's going to
What's he
take
taking over?
Greenland.
Oh, yes, I know about this, yeah.
I mean, this is just me being a mong, like, but what's on Greenland that Trump wants?
Oil.
There's
Is
oil,
it oil?
Venezuela, there's oil. That's
Yeah.
all it is. I mean, he's gone on he thinks that China or Russia's going to take it over, and for the security of the United States, he needs it. He basically needs it, so he's just going to take it over. So this is a fucking dickhead who was moaning a few months ago about not getting a fucking Nobel Peace Prize. And then the president from FIFA brown noses him and gives him the first fucking FIFA Peace Prize. And now he's going to go and fucking take over Greenland after taking out a fucking president from Venezuela.
Well, he might
You
just
know what we should do?
He might do it in a really peaceful manner. He might just go over there and just make all of the leadership moist and go, let me have it.
Do you know what? Do you know what I'm gonna say is that like every week we should do something with Donald Trump because he's creating more stories than anybody else, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Can you remember when he was first in term, when he was first in power, and he said he came out and he goes, "We're gonna build the wall," right?
yeah.
And well, everybody thinks because obviously a lot of the time in this country, prime ministers will say they're going to do something, and then guess what? They never do it, or they do totally the opposite of what they said that they were going to do. And I'll give Trump his due on that. Whatever he said he's going to do, he'll do it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He don't.
Well,
He
he never
don't
released all those
not.
Epstein things, didn't he? So
Mm.
he says he has, but it's all been redacted.
So is he? Is he? What are these Epstein files? I have no idea what they are. Sorry, I don't keep up with it.
Weren't they
Jeffrey
just
Epstein.
bumming kids on an island?
No, it was like sex trafficking. It was all sorts. It was pretty horrendous actually, and they reckon, don't they? The Jeffrey Epstein has got a lot of, when they caught him, they put him in Nick, and he committed suicide. They reckon he was basically taken out.
Oh, is he dead? Is he?
He had that much information on all these people.
But there's been a lot of people that have been like linked to being there, and like it's all linked to nonsense, isn't it? So like trafficking kids, and I don't know if it links to like the Savile stuff.
Not good.
Well, you know what I mean. But they reckon that Stephen Hawking was part of it. There's like loads of comedians that have done bits on that, so I'm not going to try and do that. But
Yeah.
it's
You know
mad.
what?
Like some of the names that have been
some of
linked
these-
to it.
I'm sure some of these people have innocently been associated with
Yeah, 100%.
loads of them. But when you've got like pictures of Prince Andrew and Donald Trump denying he never fucking knew him. I read something over the weekend, I don't know if it was true, but his government and his advisors have basically come out and said, "Oh, Jeffrey Epstein was referring to a different Donald Trump." Even, it's fucking the way they're spinning this shit is mad. They're taking everybody in the world to be a fucking knobhead. It's crazy.
ChatGPT, an honest take on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is one of the most polarizing figures in modern politics because he breaks almost every traditional rule deliberately. I think that's very fair, and that is ChatGPT that have come up with that one. And he's come. What's this bit down here that was good in one sentence? Donald Trump is less a politician and more a cultural event. And that's from ChatGPT. So that's the future.
The thing is with Greenland, if he sort of like goes out and takes over Greenland, he'll fuck NATO. NATO will be finished. That's 67 years of that alliance, I think it is, and that'll be fucked. So everybody, it'll slowly creep up. We'll be back in a World War situation.
This
Will
is
it make
where
Greenland
I
a state?
that's interesting. Whereabouts is Greenland? I think I asked this on Patreon. It's up top,
Right up
isn't it?
north.
Yeah.
Is it near America then? Is it top side of America?
North Atlantic. It's sort of like a block between like Russia and America, isn't it?
Right.
And China, because China's that fast up that way as well. So yeah.
And it's just purely for oil. You say that there's.
Well, he's saying it's for security reasons, isn't he? When he went into Venezuela, he said it was because the fucking president's dealing drugs in the local fucking disco, didn't he? He just comes up with an excuse, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's now going into Iran as well, because it's all kicking off in Iran. It's been kicking off in Iran, hasn't it, for 3 weeks?
Yeah,
And
what's going on here with Iran? I don't get this bit either.
Everybody started protesting because of the state of the economy. They couldn't afford anything. The state of the economy. That's how they started protesting. The communists. We know what the regime is there. It's propped up by China. It's propped up by Russia. People have been protesting there for 3 weeks, but Trump has been saying over the last sort of like week, things are getting bad out there, and we'll support the protesters. If we have to, we'll go into Iran and sort it out. So everybody's been getting this. I don't know if it's a false sense of security off Trump, but now he's at a situation where I don't know, he might have to go in. But today it's come out that he's in talks, he's in negotiations with Iran now. But they're just mental. I think sometimes people are just using them to play into their own hands. I know Putin plays them like a fucking puppet.
I've got a funny story about Putin.
Go on.
My dad thinks he's dead. My dad thinks he died 15 years ago, and I think there's a bit of a thing about it, isn't there, that he's had.
Yeah.
Lucky like is. My dad won't let it go. Every time you talk about, I mean, I don't know. Like I've said to you guys, and probably the reason I've sided with this is that I don't know anything about Iran or Greenland until you guys had said it. I heard the Venezuela thing because I thought that was funny. The way it was reported was that he'd basically kidnapped the Venezuelan president. I thought that was quite funny. But yeah, whenever the news comes on and Putin is mentioned, my dad's like, he's dead, he is, son. He's dead. You can see him on telly, but he's dead, he is. He died 15, 20 years ago, he did, he's dead. Yeah, dead.
I know, because, again, if Putin goes, he's going to take over, it's going to be somebody in that government who wants to carry on with communism and what have you, but it's, if you start edging now, like Russia, alliance with China, alliance with North Korea, it's all looking very, very shady. In Iran, it's not looking good. But anyway, let's not dwell on that.
It makes you wonder, like, how much power is enough power for these fucking people, though, doesn't it? Like Putin, Trump, Musk, all these fucking bellends, and they just keep going and going and going, isn't it? It's like, do you know, if like somebody gave me a couple of £100,000, 300, 400,000 quid, I'd be dead happy with that. I'd like happily live my life out and just like. Exactly. It'd be fine. You don't need all this. You don't need to be telling people what to do and invading other people's space and going, you can't do that, you can't do this. If you've got like dictators that are like going back to Hitler and shit like that, if you've got to stop somebody fucking killing innocent people, yeah, fine, get involved, go and do it. But when it's like for oil and money and power, and I've got a bigger dick than you. Dick swinging competition. Like, if you do this, I'm gonna nuke you. and all that bollocks. Well, if you nuke us, we'll just nuke you right back, and we'll kill loads of innocent people. What a bunch of cunts are these people? Do you know what I mean?
Playing with our lives. Yeah, they're playing with our lives, aren't they? They're
Yeah,
playing
just
with our lives.
live
They're
and
playing
let
with our way
live,
of life.
man. Live
They're
and
playing with
let
our way
live.
of life.
It's just
It's weird, isn't it? It's just so fucking. Why? I don't know why Russia wants to expand. I don't know why fucking Trump wants to do all this shit that he's doing. Are these people just trying to leave a legacy? You know, but when the world's destroyed because of a nuclear fucking war and everything, there's no fucking legacy going to be left for anyone.
there's going to be nothing left.
There's fuck all left.
I do like err on the side of saying this because obviously we've talked about technology and AI and all that kind of stuff quite a lot on here. But when is it going to be like enough for people? Do you know what I mean? I mean, we went from living in caves, didn't we, and fighting fucking wild animals to civilization, right? And industrialization and all that kind of stuff. And then the industrial world gets fucked over massively. And then we've got service industry. And, now we live in a world now where you have to watch your back, not because somebody's going to come and stab you in the back with a knife, because somebody in Nigeria or Cambodia or fucking Israel or wherever in the world is scamming you and they're taking your money out of your bank account and all
Yeah.
this because of technology, right? At least back in the day, if somebody came and wanted to steal what you'd got, they've got to beat you for it, haven't they? Right?
Yeah.
Now, people can just come and do whatever the fuck they want. And this power crazy world that we live in, as Charlie's just said, it will be the ultimate downfall of the human race. And I'll be honest with you, do you know what? I think we're the worst thing that's ever happened to this planet. Do you know
Oh,
animals and
100%.
Oh yeah,
100%
yeah,
we're
yeah.
so destructive, it's unreal. And when does power be? When have you got enough that you don't? I, I see it all the time. I talk to business people all the time, and they never want to stop. It's like I've got 10 million in the bank. I want 11. I want 20 million. I
Yeah.
want a billion. I want a first. Was it the first trillionaire? Was it Trump was the first
I
trillionaire or
don't
something
know.
stupid like that? When is it going to be enough? He's never going to spend all that money. There's countries that don't have as much fucking money as Elon Musk or Donald Trump or whoever it is next.
Yeah.
So
Live and let live.
you study psychology, did you, Chris?
I did, yeah.
Isn't that? I mean, I might be totally wrong here. But wasn't there some very famous sort of like experiments where some guy got a load of rats and he gave them everything they wanted. So they didn't have to look for food. I think it was rats. They didn't have to look for food. So basically, they lived in a sort of like a bit of a utopian existence. And then, so they didn't have to forage for anything. It was all there. They could just sort of like chill out, relax. And then they all just started turning on each other and killing each other.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there's loads of obviously there's loads of experiments with rats and stuff, but there was the one I can't remember who done it now, but there was the one where he taught them where to get the food from and this
Yeah.
that and the other, and they'd have to go and tap a lever and a bit of food would drop. It's all about conditioning and stuff. But there've been like experiments where they would just turn into they, they're not hungry anymore. They're just doing it. They're just tapping it and getting the food and yeah, turning on each other and the survival of the fittest kind of thing happens.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Because people are just not happy with what they've got.
Exactly.
No. There's a lot of that, isn't there? I mean, it's like if you look at like anybody who's in business, like I think it's changed a bit in the workplaces though as of late because you look at corporations like Google and stuff like that. Everybody's flexible working there now. Like everybody chills out pretty much while they're working, and with that being done, they get way more work done. Gone are the days of these bosses going, "You there?" You know what I mean? It's like I think all that's out. I mean, obviously you've got to take your job seriously. I'm not saying dos about that, but I'm just saying like all that where you have to bow down to the boss and laugh at every joke of him and all this and that. I don't see that in anywhere that I've worked
It's
anymore.
it's
When it started, I did.
it's still there. That is still there. I mean, look, I worked in corporate for years and years, and yeah, it's good. You get a good money, and it's good. You know, they treat you well and all that kind of stuff. Um, but they only do it to feather their own nest. At the end of the day, it's just a little mini power triangle. Everything's a pyramid into everything's a pyramid scheme
Yeah.
where the top person gets all the cash, and all of them go on. We're the best employees in the world. We're going to give you this, and we're going to give you that.
Oh, it
But
drives me.
without the one thing that COVID kind of did for me, like I had some issues over the COVID period with my staff suffering mental health issues. I had issues where the board members didn't in my opinion, didn't communicate who was coming into the office and how they'd been affected by COVID. So they let people in who'd got COVID. And my father-in-law was dying at the time; he'd got cancer. So and we were doing all his shopping for him. And I kicked off royally about this. And you've got people working from home, and what COVID proved in recruitment, I'm just using recruitment as an isolated piece. You have to go and see clients and you have to kind of meet with candidates and this, that, and the other. But there's no reason really that you can't run a recruitment business remotely. But the bosses want people in the office so that they can control them, and it's absolutely
Yeah.
still there, Joe. It's absolutely still there. And I one of the reasons I'm self-employed and work from home now is that I ardently opposed this. It was like, why do people? Because I was a senior manager, so I like headed up a department and whatnot, and one of the last sort of gambits, I went and worked for Rich, who's an old friend of ours. That's another story. But I got out of where I was working at the time, and one of the last conversations that I had with them, it was like, you are a senior manager, you need to basically lead by example, go back in the office because we want everybody back in the office. We want
Yeah.
everyone back in the office. And there's like an element of like in a sales role, and the recruitment is purely sales. Anyone outside of that, in the world, I mean, I remember I thought it was just filling jobs when, you just basically putting people into jobs. But the big business development sales part, which I was involved in, was bringing customers on board. And to do that, there's an argument in sales that people bounce off each other, ideas happen when you're all together and all that kind of stuff. But really and truthfully, if we're doing a podcast and Charlie's 100 miles away from us,
Yeah.
and we manage this perfectly well. We're early days, but we can have meetings about what we're going to do next year. We can talk about what specials we're going to do. We can record the pods from home. We can edit the pods from home. There's no reason that we need to go and
Yeah.
spend money on an office. And that's the baffling bit with all these corporates. Like, lots of corporations have gone and said, the ones that have embraced working from home culture, they've gone, right, we'll save fucking thousands and thousands of pounds every month on not having an office.
Yeah.
And we'll just give the people a computer and screens that they can work actively from home. They can work from home. They can use their own electricity to manage it. Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
It's
I'm gonna
trust, isn't
say,
it? Trust. It's trust. I worked when I first moved back to Liverpool. Remember when we were in that stationery company, Chris and I moved
Mm,
back, and I got another job in a stationery company in Liverpool.
mm.
The boss there, we used to have to do a telephone call and day, telesales day.
Yeah,
And he had little desks set out. He had on his office had the glass wall so you could see right through it. So he had us sat out on desks right outside our office so we could make sure we were making phone calls.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's just no. What does that do to your employees? There's just no trust there at all, is there? It just
I mean, we used to have it when I worked in telesales. We used to have the bosses like call it. You'd hear them pick up there would be like
Yeah,
you'd ring somebody'd answer, and then you hear an additional like that, and that's your boss listening in to what you're actually talking about. And I remember at the end of one of these calls once, because the guy he said, "I said I'm not interested," bang, and slammed the phone down, right? And I was just about to put the phone down when I heard, Don't you dare put that phone down. Get into the office right now. I went, well, how do I get into the office without putting the phone down? Get in here right now, right? And I was just like, anyway, me being me, as I walked, I'm carrying a corded phone, right? So I'm walking through everybody with this cord dragging, right? Because he said not to put it down. So I'm only doing what I'm told. Anyway, you're on your final warning. You're on your final warning. I said, well, what have I done? Anyway, you know exactly what you've done there, Joe. He says, you could have had that sale and you let it go. And I says, mate, the whole customer was shouting, hurling abuse at me. Get off. You know what I mean? How on earth could I? And I just thought to myself, this is the worst place ever. And by the way, this wasn't the alarm company I was working for at the time. This was after that. So it was selling internet. And
I've done
luckily
call
that internet
centre.
don't work.
Were you a
Doesn't
virgin?
exist. You what?
Were you a virgin?
Oh, it definitely was Virgin.
I,
It was.
I, I've done the
I'll tell you
call
who it
centre
is.
thing. Go on, mate. Sorry.
I'll tell you what it is. It's got com in it somewhere.
Are you
But they're
British?
gone now.
God.
I think they're gone. It was
The
called One-on-One Communications. It
the
was
point
terrible.
is the point is here, and Charlie like alluded to it a little bit. It's about trust and it's about control. That's what it's all about. And you know, anybody who's done, I know that if I want my recruitment business to make millions and millions of pounds, I've got to pick the phone up and I've got to call customers and I've got to get business on. I've got to call candidates and I've got to fill jobs. That's it. And within recruitment, you kind of like the people that you set on, you want them to be like, if I was to bring somebody on board into Trentside, I'd want somebody who could literally be given a phone and a computer and be trusted to build their own little mini business inside my business. So whatever
Yeah.
niche that they're looking at. So you have to trust people to do that. And generally, the people that you employ to do that, they want that. They want that kind of, they've got that drive to do it. So it doesn't really matter if they work in an office or if they work at home. Ultimately, if they're in the office and they fail, they're going to be down the road, they're not going to be working with you. And if they're at home and they fail, they're not going to be working with you. So it doesn't really matter where they work. And with the onset of technology like this, like Zoom, like Teams, there really isn't any need. So it is all about trust, and it is all about that's with the window. And you know, we've worked in sales together, Charlie, with regards
Yeah.
to canvassing and door knocking and this, that, and the other, and how cutthroat it really was. And you know, it was the reps like us that suffered for how cutthroat it really was, because you'd get the canvassers blagging leads that weren't really even a fucking lead. So me and Charlie had travelled to Coventry or whatever from Nottingham, knock on someone's door, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we've only had you in because the guy was really nice, and he said he'd get 25 quid if we got you to come and see us." Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's mad, but yeah, I don't get that. I mean, like I have had those periods in my life where all I've cared about is making money and this, that, and the other, and like I want enough money to be able to do nothing. That it's like that thing, in it. It's like I want enough money to do nothing, which means that I'm not the kind of person who's ever going to get that kind of money, because the people who get that kind of money are the ones who just want money for money for money for money for money for money for money. You know, you look at some of these gurus like the books I've got, and it's like they're like, it's your responsibility to make money. It's your responsibility to make money for your family and your kids and their kids and their kids and their kids. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it is.
Generational wealth. It's your responsibility to do all that, and it is. But you kill yourself to do that for what?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
but
it's a,
you want to make sure that you're all right, don't you? I mean, I know what they're saying. It is your responsibility, but you know you have to take into consideration just how much is enough.
yeah,
And
and
for
that's
some
what that's the
people,
point. That's the
Yeah.
point. How
yeah,
much is enough? I mean, I've paid my mortgage off. I'm comfortable. You know, if I went and became a postman for the rest of my life, I've got a house that's going to
Yeah.
more than see us out. We can downsize when the kids move out. We've more than, and they'll inherit whatever we've got, which is a decent amount. It is that how much is enough, and these people that we're talking about, your Trumps and your Musks and all, they all they're bothered about. I honestly feel that these people would sell their own wives, grandparents, mothers for success, power, and money,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
that's bollocks as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
What happened to humanity? What happened to live and let live and all that kind of stuff? It's bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah, there's loads of stuff like that going off, isn't there? I mean, there's at the end of the day, like I just said then, how much is enough? And for a lot of people, it's never, isn't it?
Mm.
There's loads of people out there that are just like, it'll never be enough. And
Yeah.
I had a little bit of that today with that.
That's me. Sorry.
Draining that fucking washing machine. 3 times
Yeah.
I've drained that.
That was a really heavy 50 minutes, wasn't it? We've done 50 minutes. Should we have a break? Should we have a
Yeah,
break?
why
A
not?
couple.
You want to hear about my washing machine before the break?
No, let's do show right. Let's go
Come
and have
back
10
in.
minutes because I need to go and blow my nose. And we'll have a light-hearted second half.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think your
Bye.
washing machine is light-hearted. It's not. Yeah. It's not Trump's a cunt, is it?
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I love Trump, by the way. I just want to get that out.
You're the one
Oh,
who
we
brings
we
him
love
up
Trump.
every week. Every
We
week.
love him.
Joe loves him that much.
Joe just wants to go on holiday to America, and he's worrying that ever since he hooked up with me and you, he's not going to be allowed to. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. We'll be back in a minute. Hello, and welcome back to the Funnyfarm Pod. We're all waiting with bated breath for Charlie's explanation of how he fucked up his washing machine. Over to you, Chaz.
Didn't fuck up my washing machine. It's being fucked by Joe, even though he's 100 miles away. He's kissed the fucking thing. Yeah, so last night, it was about 6 o'clock last night, the wife says, "Oh, the washing machine's broken." So I'm out there trying to sort it all out. Anyway,
can I just say, I've just got to come in at this point because this is the second time now this has happened on Pod, right? This is really sexist, you two. Do you know what I mean? Because it was you last time, Joe, with the washing machine. Ellen come up to me and goes, "The washing machine's not working," and now Charlie's gone. And Marie come up to me, the missus come up to me, the washing machine's not working. Are your women the only ones who use the washing machines,
No,
boys?
I do it. She doesn't ever do it.
Every relationship has different roles within it. My wife can't cook.
Actually, it wasn't the washing machine with you. I've just remembered it was the toilet. So yeah, that's a fair comment. Actually, Joe.
Helen will tell you about a problem. She won't. She won't ever. She'll just tell you what it is, and then you just got to try and sort it out. And it could be anything. Like quickly, Charlie. The other day, the fire wouldn't work down here. Right now, it's not a literal fire. It's an electric fire. But it just won't come on. And so instead of trying to sort it, she just says, "Fire don't work."
Joe, did you walk into that gig last night and Helen just went, "Joe, PA's not working"?
Well, no, what? Yeah, I know. No, pretty much though. I was there. I was pressing I was trying my damned hardest to sort it out. Quickly, we will get onto the washing machine.
Yeah,
But
sorry,
quickly
Charlie.
on that gig, it was a good gig. It really was. And I'm just saying, we just have these things that come up to test us, don't we, sometimes? And like I say, but it didn't take away the fact that we are professional enough. We got on with the gig eventually, and we did sort the issue out. So. If anybody's watching this and thinking like, "Right, their PA's crap," it's not. It's just little issues sometimes now and again, and unfortunately, it happened on this gig. But good news is we will always work to sort it out. So, Yeah, I'm just putting that out there now in case anybody's getting any sort of ideas, thinking like, "God, what's up with IPA?" You know what I mean? It
No, it
just,
sounds like you had a cracking gig, mate. To be
yeah, it
fair.
was, mate. It was good.
Yeah.
Shit happens, mate. I told my lad that the other day. He was sat there. Have you seen those little squidgy things? Little the kids have like a little squidgy thing, and he pressed them anyway. He whacked it on his head. We're in the living room watching the telly the other night, and he smacked it on his head, and it exploded, and it was full of flour. The whole
You need.
living room was full of flour.
So what are these squidgy things that kids have that are full of flour?
Yeah, it's like a little. I haven't got it out.
I know what you mean. I've seen them at my lessons. My
Yeah,
lessons are
he
boring
whacked
me.
it on his head, and the whole place is fucking living room covered in flour.
Do you
Anyway,
think that your kids have possibly put a load of these things that have got flour and squidgy things in your washing machine?
we could have done. Hey, that's what I could. No, I found 50. Well, I'll tell you the story about
Found
it.
50 quid.
Anyway, no, 50p. Anyway,
Right, I'm going to shut up now. Charlie, crack on.
I just said to my lad today, shit happens. Don't worry about it, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the wife come up to me about 6 o'clock. Said the washing machine's fucked. So I went out there, had a look. The door wouldn't open, so you have to drain it, don't you, to get the door open? So I drained it. It took me ages. I had a tray about that deep, and I was filling it up and then throwing it out. It was awful. It was awful. Water everywhere. And then I cleaned out the filter, got all the crap out the filter as you do, put it back on, and off it goes. It starts again. But it doesn't. It doesn't start again. It just fucking fills it with water, and it won't spin because it won't drain. After it's done its little wash, it won't drain. So then
You
this
know what
morning,
that sounds like?
yeah,
Sound like the drive belt to me. I
it's
mean,
not.
I know about washing machines now, so you're all right.
We don't have a belt on this fancy one, mate. There's no belts on them anymore. Um,
Sounds like you need a plumber. It would be my humble
that it's
opinion.
I know what's gone. The drain pump's gone on it. The drain
Or a
pump's gone.
white goods person, yeah.
But anyway, so this morning I got a bit of a hose pipe. I cut the hose a length off the hose pipe and I stuck it onto the little outlet, and it took ages to drain off, but it drained off. After me sucking on the hose, like getting all the fucking water out, you have to, to get it going.
He's a scouser, so he knows what he's doing with stuff like that. Nicking petrol and stuff out of people.
Yeah, we're used to it. Anyway, so then I realised that I got my finger into the pump, and there was something stuck up there. So I pulled it out, pulled it over. There's 50p, and it popped out. 50p. So I thought, yeah, it's working. It'll be working now. Fucking put it back in. Got it all sorted. Put it on. Still fucked. So I reckon the 50p has fucked up the pump. So I've ordered a new pump. We've had to drain it again today, so it's drained now, ready to go. I'll just have to fit the pump.
What make of washer is
I
it?
might do a video tutorial on changing a drain pump for a Samsung.
It would be helpful actually. What washer is it, Charlie?
It's a Samsung. It's a Samsung washer dryer.
Samsung.
What's your, is it a 1400, 1100, a 1200?
1400 spinner is.
Is it white? Is it white?
Oh, it's a white one, yeah.
What's
Yeah,
the
'cause
kilogram?
You can have issues if they're not white.
Oh, it's 8 kilograms. It's a big one.
8.
It's a big motherfucker. Yeah.
Mine's
all
9.
this information that me and Joe are getting from you right now, what it's going to do is absolutely fucking nothing.
Well, we know that, don't we? We know that. So, I'll do a video tutorial. Okay. How's that?
I hope it goes wrong. It's like one of those ones where you kind of hope his kitchen floods or something now, don't you? Like, so it'll be a viral video.
You know what? I did put a video out this morning while I was cursing Joe on Facebook. I put it out on Facebook, and there's a little trickle of water coming at me hose pipe, and I'm cursing Joe about in my washing machine.
Do you use Cal?
Don't live longer with Joe.
I was going to say, do you use Calgon? Because you might find your washing machine lives longer with Calgon.
It's not that old. It's some dickheads left 50p in their pocket.
Do you reckon that was you, Charlie?
No.
So basically, Charlie's fucked his washing machine up. It's a
What
bloke
years?
thing, though, isn't it, to try and fix it for fucking ages. I've not got this in me. I haven't. I'm like literally. I can't be bothered to waste my time. But like, my dad was like that. He was like, I'll drain it. I'll see if it works again. I'll do all this. And Jane expects me to do stuff. Like, I think that's the reason that, like, you saying about Helen saying, oh, the toilet don't work or the washing machine don't work, because she expects you to be like this manly man that just puts his pants on above his trousers and comes in as the super washing machine fixer. And I'm useless at all manners of shit like that, so I can't do any of it.
My first thoughts were just to get an engineer out, but you know what? I do actually quite like doing shit like that, and it does save you money. Not hard, so you can just get it done. But I'd rather do it myself than fucking. Some people just go out and buy themselves a brand new fucking washing machine.
I've
Yeah.
had it a couple of times where I've had. I mean, we've had loads of washing machines since I've been with Jane, and she's a bit clumsy with stuff. So I think it is like, and she does do all the washing. I called you two out for being misogynistic. She does all the washing. Like, I literally have a clothes fairy who just, my clothes go from the wash basket miraculously back into the cupboard. It's amazing how it works. But yeah, she does do all the washing. But I reckon we've been together for almost 18, 19 years. And I reckon we've had 6 washing machines in that time at least. And your white goods man will come out, and I've had it like, you're not putting enough in, you're putting too much in, but your drum's fucked, you need a new washing machine. And like the most of the times that we've had it, they've said you need a new washing machine. So yeah, fair play to you, mate. If you can get it fixed yourself, happy days. But I do think it would be funnier if next Monday when we record the pod, if you go, yeah, I've just ordered a new Zanussi.
That might happen, but I have every faith in me fixing this. I think I've diagnosed it properly, unless I've diagnosed it wrong. And maybe this 50-piece fucks something else up in the washing machine. I don't know. We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out once.
It's definitely, so the washing machine is definitely a contender for Pig of the Week this week.
Yeah, Pig of the Week. Yeah.
Have we got any other contenders so far? I mean, we've got a bit.
Joe's PA.
Joe's PA.
Well,
Yeah.
the mixer.
or his mixer.
But to be honest with you, that's not really that much of an issue. I mean, it was obviously on the night, but we got it. So, and I can sort that. But my Pig of the Week is probably going to be, and I remembered this. Halloumi doesn't belong at a fish and chip shop.
Have you ever had battered halloumi? It's dead nice, man. It really. Do you like halloumi generally? Do you like grilled halloumi?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Can you get someone sending the post to me? My wife's vegetarian.
Yeah, so they do it at our local one down here as well, which isn't the one they're not cooked in beef fat. I'd probably agree with you that it doesn't really belong in a traditional chippy though, but it is nice.
Just had a rant about that, screaming and shouting, kicking the ass down because literally you were saying it does, and now you're going back on it.
But it's the same. Putting halloumi in batter and frying it is the same as putting a sausage in batter and frying it, or a fish in batter and frying it. It's the same process. Same process. Making a pizza, making a burger, making a kebab, making Chinese food. These are things that belong in different restaurants.
Chris. Listen, sausages belong in a traditional chippy. Pies belong in a traditional chippy. Fish belongs in a traditional chippy. Halloumi doesn't.
Mushy peas do. Gravy does.
Beans.
Fish cakes.
So I would say then, if we go in full on, curry sauce doesn't belong in a chippy.
Okay, well, I'll agree with you on that one then.
Yeah, to be fair with you, I never have it anyway. So.
And I went veggie for a little bit, so I did have the halloumi, and it allowed me to keep going to chippy, to be fair. And the local chippy I go to, it's not a traditional chippy. If anyone can find an actual, I mean, there's one in Matlock that I discussed, but they do crinkle cut chips, so they must be, thinking about it, they must actually be frozen. Unless they've got a crinkle cut chipper, I don't know.
They probably have got a crinkle cutter.
But yeah, you don't tend to find that many traditional chippies
With
anymore,
it, there's carrots.
is they?
Yeah,
Maybe
carrot chip.
that could be
Do you
our.
know what? After this, what time? Because but the thing is, she only opens it literally 12 till 2 p.m.
Yeah. That one in Cromford, the hours on it are dead weird. If we are going to go to that chippy, I do like that chippy.
So
We're going to have to figure out what it is, and it is literally the size of someone's kitchen. It's a proper old. You can because it's in the middle of Arkwright's village in Cromford. You can imagine that it's always been like that. Um, but there aren't many traditional chippies now. Most chippies now do pizzas and they do kebabs and they do fried chicken and all this stuff that I wouldn't class as being what your old school traditional chippy is. You know,
I'm
where you
on
can,
about Crest of the Wave at Ena.
yeah,
Like when I went in there yesterday, it's not just even just a takeaway. It's literally got a mini market inside it as well. So it's like you can walk around and do all your shopping and come out with battered sausage chips and gravy at the end of it. I'm not lying. Do you know what? Right? Shall I go up after this? Shall I go up there and I'll just film around it
yeah,
and
do
put
it.
that on?
Yeah, do it, mate.
I'm
We'll get
not
it on.
making it up, and anybody that knows Crest of the Wave at Ian and knows what I'm on about, it's
Yeah.
hysterical.
Listen,
But it must work for them.
so you can go to Chippy. So we move along a bit. Shall we do messages from the head?
Yeah.
That's a fucking segue and a half, that is. We're on about chippy, so what we'll do, we'll move beef, fat, cattle, messages from the herd.
But
Oh, yeah. And today.
We need to sort some fucking jingle shit out, don't we?
Anyway, we haven't got many messages this week. I think it was a slow week for messages, to be honest. But to be honest with you, we did have some haters, didn't we? That we went we talked about them in Patreon on Friday. I'm not going to go back over them again today, but we have had a lot of haters this last week, and we've had a bit of fun with them, haven't we? But anyway,
There's just one. There's just one.
yeah.
Was it? It was that fucking idiot,
No,
wasn't it?
no, there was that one guy, that one Scottish guy, Kenny, and then there was the other one who said who was obsessed with Jack the Ripper. There was that one.
Oh, the Rippers. There's a clip out about that one. The Ripper's hammer. Yeah.
Yeah. There was that guy as well. But Debbie, yeah, Debbie, I'm sure this is your sister, Chris. This was on haters. We put a thing about haters, and she's put, "I'm not a hater. I don't think."
Oh, that's
Well,
Debbie. That's my sister. Yeah.
well, Happy New Year to the Funnyfarm podcast. So she doesn't think she's a hater. Bless her. I know Debbie. I haven't seen her for years.
Yeah, she's still kicking about. Is Debbie? She watches every episode, so I better not say anything bad about her. Love you, sis.
Yeah, she's a good girl. Right,
She is.
Right. Also, Kev, our number one fan, Kev. Right, going on about petrol being cheaper than water. Kev said to us, "So I'm drinking petrol from now on." That was our little conversation.
I'm not surprised. You know, after knowing Kev for a number of weeks now online with his comment, I'm not. I bet he already drank petrol.
I reckon he already drinks it. I reckon he does. He's dead hard, Kev. But Kev on hash browns, he commented this week. I mean, we did hash browns a while ago on breakfast, but he's commented on hash browns on breakfast, and he's just put, "Don't eat it. Throw it back at the staff in disgust as hard as you can. And don't stop either until they or yourself is crying." We shouldn't have to take this shit. This isn't America. Yes.
Where's this? Which is this on?
It was on one of the breakfast ones where you're talking about hash browns. Potato products don't belong on breakfast.
I can just see now, just like when you come over, you go, all right, set one or something like that. There you go, put it down. Enjoy your breakfast, guys. Thank you. And then as you walk off, you just feel this.
What the fuck is this?
It just keeps coming at you. You just
Can you
literally
imagine
going
it?
up to other people's plates and going, "Give me that."
Give me them fucking tater tots, you bastards! Damn it! I'm not quite that militant, but yeah.
That's about it for messages from the herd this week, folks. Unfortunately,
I think people
Steve
need to
Nealon
get.
just commented. I saw it this morning about the geese flying.
Oh yeah, that you got some shit about this because you've misgendered them or misnamed them or something.
You said the wrong group.
geese. But you know what? I've only put. I knew what they're either called a wedge or something else, aren't they, for a flock of geese? But I did that specifically so we get more fucking comments. But hey ho, because I guess some smart asses coming on going, they're not a flock of geese. They're something else.
I'm just asking ChatGPT. Yeah.
It's gaggle of geese. Gaggle of
That's
geese.
what they said, wasn't it?
Gaggle if they're on the floor. If they're walking, they're a gaggle. Which is, it's all quite right, but I did put it for a bit of engagement.
Oh, it's not really answered my question, mate, to be honest. Fucking let me down.
It's a gaggle on the floor. Actually, let's see the post.
What do you call geese?
Because it's a flock of seagulls, isn't it? Because there's a band.
There's a band called A Flock of Seagulls, isn't there? Yeah.
No, it's a skein of geese. SKEIN.
That's it.
So they're all wrong then, aren't they?
Yeah.
Skein of geese. Yeah, skein. So they're all wrong, Charlie. You can go back and quite aptly tell them to check ChatGPT and grow up.
I'm sure that Steve would know what he's on about because he literally. I know Steve very, very well. He's a very, very good friend of mine, and he goes out hunting all the time, so he knows what it is. I'm telling you now, it's a scheme. If he says it's a scheme, it's definitely a scheme.
Oh, it's 100% skein. He's right. It's the other ones that are wrong. It's the other ones that are wrong.
Yeah.
I've not even read it. It's when they're flying in the V formation. It's called a skein of geese.
We get loads of geese around here because we're on a nature reserve. I'm right on a nature reserve, so we get loads of them. Well, anyway, somebody put on the Facebook group the other week about the geese being so noisy. The geese do your head. Go fucking move then, you prick. Anyway, getting back to A Flock of Seagulls. Apparently, you know that track, And I Ran. And I ran.
So they're not flying.
Pardon?
So they're not flying. So does this mean that the seagulls are on the ground?
I'm talking about the group of Flock of Seagulls.
I know you are.
Don't sing it, else, when we get monetized, we won't get any money for this episode.
Okay. Well, that track apparently was the.
When he went And I Ran, he's still talking about Trump.
No. Apparently,
Iran. We're going to take over Iran.
Put a UFO. Anyway.
Oh, where's he from?
Southport. Liverpool, Southport. What was I doing there? Yeah. Okay.
So
anything else we want to go through, boys?
Not on the herd, I don't think. Apart from the obviously people keep writing in, keep. Oh, here we go.
We'll have to do that again now, won't we?
Every fucking week, you don't give us any indication you're going to do it, mate.
Because it's supposed to be surprise and shock. Go on, what were you saying?
I was just saying, messages from the herd. You need to write some more messages. Hello at funnyfarmpod.co.uk. Please.
Please. And any ideas about what we can do? We want to try and do something monthly, maybe even more than that, as things progress. But yeah.
I think once a month, once every couple of months at the moment, because we don't make any money out of this. We're literally, it costs us money at the moment to make this podcast for you. So yeah, every couple of months we will go out, and the more people we get on Patreon supporting the podcast, the more we can get out and do do specials and stuff. But yeah, we think we'll organise the Matlock one. I think that's cool because it's just a dead nice place, isn't it? So we'll do that definitely.
Yeah.
It's a bit
And,
closer than Chester, no, for us.
Yeah.
a little bit further for me. Joe, did you did you
What's funny about that?
It was just the way he said it. I don't know.
Jeff,
A little bit further for me.
did you did you put the jingle into your gig last night? Was that on your set?
Why would I put the jingle in the set?
Because it's fucking genius. That's why.
And it would make absolutely no
Genius.
sense.
It was.
The lads are back full of charm. It's me and Lee.
Brilliant. Well done. Dave. If I do
We
make
just
any money
randomly
off
put
it,
it in somewhere.
if I do make any money off it, boys, I won't forget you. Don't worry. Right.
It's all branded to funnyfarmpod.com limited, mate. So you fucked.
Can't hear. It's the Funny Farm Showdown. And welcome to the Funny Farm Showdown. And today's topic are animals most likely to win The Apprentice.
Right, okay. Most likely to win The Apprentice.
Do you want a bit of time? Shall I do a little song while you're having a think? Because you both look
I've
flat.
got it. A human.
Very good, Joe.
Most likely to win The Apprentice. So it's got to be something that.
It's got to have a good grasp of business. It needs, Joe.
Yeah, I've got it. It's a beaver. Definitely a beaver. It's a beaver. Yeah. 100% in it. Because the thing is, it's got building skills.
Yeah.
Right. It's also got logistical skills by directing water into certain places so that it blocks something off. It yeah, and it just grafts, doesn't it? It just gets on with it. I mean, but the one thing about beavers to me is that, like, I always think this because Corey was on about this at the bar not long back, actually, but when he goes, do you think beavers just, like, look out and go, what's this? Running water? I'm not having this. You know what I mean? And it just gets on with it, doesn't it? And banging it all up. And it's got, I tell you what, though, you got to think they can stop water from running. Like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just inbuilt in them, isn't it? It's amazing. I do love, it fascinates me that.
I've got to say that the beaver actually, after you explaining that so eloquently there, Joe, that the beaver is an ideal candidate for Chris's extra work this week. Construction.
Yeah. Well, I'm going similar to that. If I'm honest, I'm going for bees. Because
have you said bees?
No, we had wasps for a completely different reason. Because, well, I hate wasps. I love bees. But they build their own house. They've got the queen. They protect the queen, and they've got a hierarchy within that bee system where they send bees out to fetch stuff, to build things. They make honey. They're very prolific producers of product which humans use. Yeah. So yeah, definitely they're given instruction by they're given instruction like by Trump, aren't they? When, like, you've got beekeepers. I've got a mate of mine who's a beekeeper, and he's got his hives and all that, and they're very good at producing honey.
There is actually an end product there, isn't there?
Well,
there's a financial end as well, because they actually make money. I would argue that beavers don't.
But what they do is they clear up ground ready for it to be like built on, don't they? So like, they dry out the land. So there is that
It,
aspect.
there's an element though of beavers drying out land for good, but also are they drying out land and it's not so good? So
They
perhaps
do that. They
they're having
do.
a
They
negative
do
effect
have
on
that.
the yeah.
Yeah, they do
Yeah,
have
but
that.
also with the ground will be there forever. The honey will go off.
Well, no, the honey gets eaten,
Honey
gets
doesn't really go
used.
off, Doesn't really go off unless you stick a metal
No.
spoon in it.
Are you having a go at this week, Charlie, or are you?
No, I'm the judge. I'm the judge. We changed the
Again.
rules. We changed the rules last week because I'm shit at it.
Well, it's up to you then, mate. It's up to you.
I'm actually. You put over a good argument. The pair of you put over a good argument. Fair play to you. I mean, I was taken by Joe initially, I've got to say, but when you actually see the end product from bees
Yeah.
and the financial gain, I'm going for bees.
Aye.
To be fair with you, well done, Chris. It was bees. Well, I
It was
thought
close. It's close.
it's
Both.
the honey that got it. It like
Yeah,
without the honey,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
it
final
definitely.
product. The final product, isn't it? And they're obviously called worker bees, aren't they, as well? So,
Yeah.
What was
they.
that film? Every time you see Beaver, I always remember that film. What was that American comedian, and it had Priscilla Presley in it, and he was a
Hmm.
detective, and she'd go up. What was it called? Was it Naked Gun or something?
Oh, Naked Gun had Priscilla in, didn't it?
Yeah. And she's going up a ladder in a library, and is his name Leslie Nielsen or something?
Leslie Nielsen, yeah.
And he looks up and he goes, nice beaver. And she passes him down the stuffed beaver.
You would not, now you would not get away with that. That you would not, and what a load of old bollocks that is. That really is. Do you know what I mean? It's funny, isn't it? It's funny.
Because every time I hear the word beaver now, the first thing that goes through my head is, nice beaver.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that scene from the.
So that helped me with B against Beaver then, because all he could think about was Priscilla Presley when you said beavers.
Priscilla Presley.
Yeah. That was child abuse, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was very young, wasn't she? Elvis was into young girls.
Was she about 15 when they first met?
But there was loads of rock stars, wasn't there? Who's that guy out of the Rolling Stones with that girl? Oh, what was her name? Was it Bill Wyman with that?
I don't know. There's been loads of them, haven't they?
15, 16. Yeah. But you know what? People did then, didn't they? They married younger. Anyway.
Well, my mum was underage at a wedding. She couldn't, not sexually underage. She was underage to drink at a wedding. She was 17 when she got married. So life has changed. But she was like 16 when they met. And my dad was like 17, 18 when they met. So it's not weird, but it's different, isn't it? It's just like a different kind of like dynamic to how it used to be. And obviously there's other cultures that around the world that don't seem to have so many age restricting limitations on sexuality, but that's a conversation for a different kind of day, isn't it? Yeah, but good showdown that, mate. Have you got anything, any quick fires or anything for us today, or is it?
No quick fires today because I've just had an absolute nightmare with my washing machine.
Well, you've had your anniversary. You've had your anniversary, haven't you, as well? Your washing machine. I don't know whether the pig of the week's got to be your washing machine.
I think it has. It's caused me a lot of stress the last sort of 12 hours.
I ain't really got. I mean, I'm fucked off with feeling shit, but that's just this time of the year, isn't it? And I was saying, I always give up smoking at this time of the year. It's always horrible weather, isn't it? Like we've discussed that SADS thing, which doesn't affect. And then obviously everyone's got colds and flu, haven't they? So it's just a shit time of year. So you can't really have that as pig of the week. 'Cause it's just every year it happens, doesn't it?
I mean, to be fair with you now, it is starting to get lighter, isn't it? Slightly at night.
Yeah.
Because I was looking back at when we went to Chester, when I was editing it up, and I thought to myself, "Crap, that was recorded at 3:40, and it was like nearly dark." Like the sun was setting, and I
Well,
thought,
Charlie had to leave, didn't he, for 4? It was like 4 o'clock when we were on our way back towards Leek, and it was it was pitch black when we got to Leek at 5 o'clock.
yeah,
But it was like the sun was gone. It had gone down when we were leaving. It's just awful, isn't it, this time of year? But yeah, and it doesn't. I don't think it helps with your mental health. I've been feeling shit for the last few weeks now. You
it's
just
just the
kind of know
fact
that
it's cold as well.
yeah.
Like there's nothing good. I'm just gonna say this quick before, but these people that love the winter, to me, I don't know how you can. It's just there's nothing good about it. It's freezing cold every day, right? And normally it's chucking it down, and it's dark and it's damp. It's just miserable. But
Well,
I
yeah,
like
make
I
no
like
comment.
certain bits about it. I do. Like I've mentioned before. I think like when we were asked about spring or autumn, I said autumn. I do like autumn. I like spring as well, but I like the leafy bit. I like that colour and stuff. But like when it comes to winter, like when it snowed, I was dead excited. I do like snow, but I like to look at it from indoors. I don't want to be outside in it. Since the kids have got a bit older, we're not at snowman building ages anymore. But that was cool when we used to do all that. And I like Christmas. I really like Christmas, and that's hit me massively like the last few weeks because it really is like you got a month of nice music on the radio when you're driving about the Christmas music and the Christmas markets and then you have one day, don't you, of Christmas and then it's fucking done. And it's like
yeah,
I think it's like the biggest drop off a cliff ever Christmas is. It's like you get excited
it
about it and
is
excited
now.
about it. Yeah.
I mean, but I
Didn't
know
used to be,
why.
did it?
No, but the reason being it's because it's earlier and earlier each year. So you think about it, when we were younger, it was late November, early December, you really started to get your Christmas ads out and stuff like that. And now, literally, Halloween's done, straight to Christmas, and all the shops, they've got all the stuff in. Well, we were on about this before we started the pod. There was Christmas stuff in at Tesco and stuff in like August.
Yeah. Well, I filmed a Christmas advert in October, early
Yeah.
October, for a furniture company. I was filming for that, and that went out mid-November. So it was like, yeah, it's mad. And
But
I
you
remember
still
it's
got.
also like you remember like when you were a kid as well. Like my dad, his Christmas started on Christmas Eve because he'd worked right up until. I mean, he liked the Christmas music, and the Christmas decks went up on the 1st of December every year and stuff like that. But he broke up from work on Christmas Eve, and he went and bought my mum's Christmas presents on Christmas Eve. And that was it. So for him,
Yeah.
it was like Christmas starts Christmas Eve. You weren't allowed to open the Christmas chocolates or the Christmas crisps or the fizzy pop that had been bought specifically for Christmas until Christmas Eve, until Dad had
Yeah.
broke up from work and we'd been out and done like we used to go up to Ripley or Alfreton and do when you used to do your shopping in towns and stuff rather than going to
Mm.
Amazon or into a city to do your shopping. There used to be Currys and Dixons and places like that you'd go and
Yeah.
do your Christmas shopping at. Um,
Tandies, remember Tandies?
Tandies, yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I think I think we're coming out of it, like Joe said. It is getting lighter and brighter, and we've got another month of it, haven't we? Really, and then it's going to start turning properly. But yeah, it's just a fucking depressing time of year. So people reach out if you're feeling it. Write
Yeah.
to us,
Just
whatever.
before you end everything, I just want to say February though. I always love February. I don't know why, even though it's still dark and cold. But I really love, and you know how I am. I'm a bit weird. So you know, February the 2nd is what?
Is it your
Feb.
birthday, Joe?
No, it's not. It's Groundhog Day in America. And
Uh,
I always look forward to it. So if obviously, do you know about Groundhog Day, you two?
Yeah,
well, I know the film.
you will be going. You will be going over to Groundhog Day for a few years. Unfortunately, though, not with all of our Trump fucking and fucking Trump.
I look
He'd
forward
have,
to that.
he'd have to leave the pod, denounce us completely, wouldn't he? Like, properly go online and go, the Funnyfarm Pod are horrible people. I love Trump.
No,
Yeah.
I look forward to Groundhog Day, and then there's my birthday. Obviously, there's Valentine's Day in that, which this year will actually mean something because me and Ellen are properly together. I've not had a miss for about 10 years properly. So, no, I lie. It's about 5 year. But yeah, so it's like, so I've actually got a Valentine this year, so I'm looking forward to that. There's also my brother's birthday in there as well. Said my birthday, didn't I? So there's loads of things that go off for me in February. There's always something to look forward to. March is the month I can't stand.
March is I've got like my granddad's birthday, who passed away years ago, was early March. My mum's birthday's March. My dad's birthday's March. My nephew's birthday's March. Got a lot of expense in March, so yeah, March can fucking 0121 do one. But at least if February's shit, there's less days, isn't there? So it's like that's the other bonus. If you're having a shit February, you know it's going to be over pretty quick.
Why don't we
Or at
just
least
do
what?
Pig of the Week being March?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Pig of the week, March. Too many birthdays. Is there anything good about March?
No, there's nothing
I
on
quite
it,
like,
is there?
I quite like March because you're coming into Easter and
Spring.
spring.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Getting a
you
bit
do
warmer.
get when it's Easter in it. I'll give you that, but normally it's never. So it's like April. April's amazing. March can just
I like May. 2 bank holidays, May Day. It's full. I'm going to Benidorm. You've got full spring happening, haven't you, in May, which is nice.
I don't like July.
July.
You've gone past the summer solstice. The days are getting shorter, and you're getting
What in
closer.
May?
No, he's on about
Ah,
July, he said.
oh
July.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we could talk about months all day long.
Yeah, I think I'd agree.
Oh
March.
yeah,
March
that.
is a
Yeah.
March
Oh,
is a
yeah.
shit March is a shit month. Yeah, yeah. I think possible pig of the week, but I think we've given pig of the week
Yeah,
to.
we've done it for the washing machine. Yeah, it's up there.
I hope
Close.
he floods his kitchen and
You can fuck off.
we get a video of that. I just think that'd be fucking brilliant.
I will actually do some little videos of me, if I remember, doing the repair job on the. Oh, actually, what I'll do is I'll do a video. I'll get a tripod. I'll set it up and see if it works. You know, when I switch it on, look, it'll probably go through the cycle and stop again on 13 minutes or whatever it is.
Joe looks like he's going to go and fell some trees today.
He does look like he's going to go and fell.
I'd love to. Apart from,
That's why.
I've done my hand in. Right.
And he likes beavers as well. He
I can barely bend that little finger.
That's the bit of America you want to be doing, isn't it, mate? You want to be going over there and felling trees and
Oh, I love it.
killing, gutting beavers and eating them.
Oh, it'd be amazing. It'd be the best life ever. I mean, it really would.
He likes eating a good beaver, don't he?
The only chippy I want to go to is the one that does roadkill, motherfucker. I'm having some roadkill for me tea, man.
I mean, I would not look out of place like dress like this at all. I'd probably be killed for wearing a Lakers hat, but yeah.
Spend your own house.
I think you want a Stetson, don't you, rather than the cap, I guess. But yeah, you'd look good. Yeah, you get your gun.
With his cap, he looks like one of the inbreds.
Cheers, Charlie.
Squeal, piggy, squeal. And on that note, I think we'll wrap up today. That's a long old episode today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, however you're tuning in, because we now have Spotify, YouTube, Patreon, however you're getting us. Please go on and sign up to our Patreon at patreon.com/funnyfarmpod, where you can get early access to these episodes and an extra one every week or two that we do, and plus more stuff, more people that sign up to Patreon, the more exclusive content we'll put on there. So that's brilliant. Thank you all for listening. Email us at hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Anything else you're on, Charlie? Is that?
No, that's about it. We are on Twitter and Threads, but I haven't got a clue how they work, in all honesty. But I do put stuff post on.
Yeah, please, if anyone would like to write in and give Charlie a tutorial on he is our social media manager, how to manage social media, that would be quite good. But he's having a bit of a week off because he's going to flood his kitchen later on, so he's going to need to get the fucking workman in. But yeah, anything to add, guys, before we wrap?
No, not at all.
No, all good this end.
Right, well, look out for this episode and look out for the Chester episode. Should be on YouTube by the time you watch this. Please join us for that. Peace out.
See you
See you
guys.
later.